live watch along. This is Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire versus Ecuador. It's FIFA rank 33 versus FIFA rank 23. Kickoff is in just shy of 20 minutes in the Philadelphia Stadium, and it's our first English referee. It is Michael Oliver who referees this one today. Lineup for Ivory Coast: 4-2-3-1. In goal, it's Fofana. Back four from left to right, it's Conan, Baidu, Slingo, and Due. Two CDMs are Fofana and captain Cassier. Three in midfield is Pepe, Torre, and Diomande, and it's Wahi as striker. No Amad Diallo for this game today. Then for Ecuador, in goal is Galendez. Back three of Hincampier, Pacho, and Ordonez. And the four in midfield: Vite, Caicedo, Franco, and Minda. And the three up front: Yabola is left wing, Plata is right wing, and captain Valencia is at striker. Team form for both sides. Ivory Coast go into this game with 4 wins out of 5. The wins being 3-0 over Burkina Faso, 4-0 over South Korea, 1-0 over Scotland, and the fighting win 2-1 over France. As for Ecuador, they go into this game undefeated. 2-0 win over New Zealand, 1-1 draw with Morocco, 1-1 draw with Netherlands, 2-1 win over Saudi Arabia, and 3-0 win over Guatemala. Now, Ecuador are here on a 19-match unbeaten streak. Can it be ended by this strong Ivory Coast side? I'm going to say yes. This Ivory Coast side is strong. Of course, Amad Diallo not there. Could weaken them ever so slightly, but he's on the bench. He's ready to come on if needs be. You've also got Ibrahim Sangare. You've got Diakatier, Adingla. There's good names in this squad. The other Diomande, the defender Diomande, and Dika, Cornet, big names. On the bench for Uruguay, got Felix Torres, Ramirez, Anthony Valencia, Castillo, Estupinan. Of course, Estupinan is a big player. Jordi Caicedo, Nilson Angulo. So both teams have the vibes of winning. And as I said in my preview, it could either go Ivory Coast win, Ecuador win, or a draw. I won't be surprised with anything. This game is really evenly split, and honestly, could go in any which direction. Now, on the FOTMOB ratings, there's been 240,000 votes for this one. 34% of people think it will be Cote d'Ivoire with the win. 45% think it'll be Ecuador, and 21% think it will be a draw. So let's look at the age of the players. So for Cote d'Ivoire, Fofana is 25, Conan is 30, Agbadu is 28, Slingo is 25, Due is 23, Captain Cassier is 29, Fofana is 31, Pepe is 31, Torre is 20, Diomande is 19, and Wahi is 23. Now that is a mixture of young and old if I've never seen it. Diomande, Jan Diomande is the 19-year-old right winger, can also play left wing for RB Leipzig. Now he's looking at big. He got 12 goals and 8 assists in the Bundesliga, starting 28 Bundesliga matches and featuring in 33. He registered 2,476 minutes played and an average rating of 7.61. Now he's been with Ivory Coast since October 2025. Previous to that, he did play with Ivory Coast under 23s. So far, he's had 11 caps with 3 goals. The teams he's played for Leganés 2. Leganés was over a year for the main team, and he's been with RB Leipzig since July 2025, registering 36 appearances with 13 goals. And he is a hot prospect. In terms of his player traits, 88% is goals, 78% is touches, 71% is chances created, 18% defensive contributions, 8% aerial to 1, and 31% shot attempts. So he is a pretty all-round player. You've got Torre in the middle of that. That is Basil Murnau Torre of Hoffenheim. He's the attacking midfielder, and he's 20 years old. Also from the Bundesliga, you can play left wing, left mid, left wing back, striker, and right mid. Mostly plays left wing, however. And 92% aerial duels won, 71% defensive contribution, 46% goals. He's not as a goal scorer. 35% shot attempts, 35% touches, 52% chance creations. In the Bundesliga, he's had 5 goals and 9 assists, starting 29 matches and appearing in 30, registering 2,325 minutes, getting 7.20 average rating for bottom. He has played for Ivory Coast since August 2025, registering 7 caps and 2 goals. Before that, he did play for the under-20s and the under-23s. In terms of senior career, he started his career at ASEC Mimosas for 2 years, where he only registered 2 appearances. Then he moved to Hammarby for a year, where he registered 23 appearances, 8 goals. And in February 2025, he joined his Bundesliga club Hoffenheim, where he's played 45 times with 5 goals. And of course, looking at captain Cassier, Frank Cassier, of course, he did move to Saudi and played for Al-Ahly. For him, it's 93% goals, 62% shot attempts, 18% touches, 45% chances created, 32% aerial duels won, and 18% defensive contributions. He plays CDM, centre back, CM, and CAM, but mostly DM. For Ivory Coast, since January 2014 until present, he's had 88 caps, 15 goals. He did play for the under-17s, where he got 5 caps, 2 goals. Under-23s, 4 caps, 1 goal. And the under-22s, 4 caps, no goals. As for his teams, he's played for Atalanta, where he registered 31 caps and 7 goals. Cesena on loan for a season, where he got 37 appearances, 6 goals. Milan on loan for 2 seasons, 96 appearances, 12 goals. And then he joined them for 3 years with 127 appearances, 25 goals. And he joined Barcelona for free for a year, 43 appearances, 3 goals. And now he's been with Al-Ahly since August 2023, where he's had 119 appearances, 26 goals. And looking in the Saudi Pro League this season, he started 26 out of 26 games. And every time he's played, he started. He scored 5 goals, assisted 3 with 2,173 minutes played, with a 7.28 match rating. In the most recent game he's played in Saudi Pro League was on the 16th of May, a 3-0 win over Al-Khaloud. He got 2 assists. The last time he scored in the league for the club was in a 2-1 win over Johor Darul Tazim, where he scored the potential winner. So of course he is established in Europe. He knows what he's doing. But looking at this 23-year-old Guela Doué, he's not as big as his brother Desiree Doué, but he's 81% goals, 67% shot attempts, 83% touches, 38% chances created, 98% aerial duels won, 95% defensive contributions. He's a right back, centre back, and a right wing back, but mostly right back. In Liga, this season 2 goals, 6 assists, 23 starts, 24 appearances, 2,063 minutes played, with a 7.30 match rating. He's played for Rennes B, where he registered in the first 3 years, 6 appearances, no goals. Then he played for a further 2 years with 14 appearances, no goals. Then he played for Rennes main team for 2 years, 35 appearances, no goals. Strasbourg, ever since July 2024, 3 goals in his 68 appearances. As for the national team, he's been part of Ivory Coast since March 2024, 21 caps, 3 goals. And in that game, in the 2-1 win over France, he was a big part. He scored and assisted. Then, in terms of his club, in a 3-1 win over Nice, he assisted a goal. So in the game against France, he got an 8.7 match rating. So he is definitely a hot talent up that right hand side. Looking at Ecuador, of course, you've got Enner Valencia. He's 36. He is, he's been all over the place, and he obviously captained Ecuador. He captains them in Liga MK Cruzeiro because he does play for Pachuca. He's had 4 goals, no assists, 5 starts, 12 appearances, 619 minutes played. He's not as good as he used to be. He has received a red card. But he's been with clubs such as Emelec, Pachuca, West Ham United, Everton on loan, Tigres, Fenerbahce, Internacional, and Pachuca. But he's had 3 transfers in a row with Pachuca 22 appearances, 8 goals. Internacional 100 appearances, 31 goals. Fenerbahce 116 appearances, 59 goals. Tigres 118 appearances, 34 goals. Everton he appeared 23 times, scoring 3 times. West Ham 68 appearances, 10 goals. His first spell at Pachuca, 25 appearances, 18 goals. And at Emelec, which was his first 3 years, 171 appearances, 33 goals. As a national team, he's been with them since January 2012, 106 appearances, 49 goals, and of course, he is the captain, and he will be the main man in terms of striking. But the ages of the players, Keeper Galindez is 39, Hincapié is 24, Pacho 24, Ordonez is 22, Vite 24, Caicedo 24, Franco 27, Minda 23, Yeboah 25, Valencia 36, and Plata 25. So of course you've got the age where you need it, the captain and striker, and the goalkeeper. So there's experience where there's needed. But even looking at the young players, of course you've got Moises Caicedo. He plays for Chelsea, 24 years old. This season he has played. This season he started 32 games, featuring in 33, 3 goals, 1 assist in 2,802 minutes. He did receive a red card and 11 yellows, but if you overlook that, he's been the Ecuador main team since October 2020, 62 caps, 3 goals. His teams he's played for Independiente del Valle for 5 years, and he played for Brighton for a couple of months, only making 1 appearance before going on loan to Beershot, where he made 14 appearances with 2 goals, and he came back to Brighton and Albion for just over a season and a half, 52 appearances, 2 goals, and he's been with Chelsea ever since 2023, 148 appearances and 8 goals. His most recent help to his side was a goal in a 1-0 win over Paphos FC, where he got an 8.9 rating, but ever since then it's been no goals, no assists for him. But of course, Moises Caicedo plays CDM normally, central midfielder every so he's not really going to be scoring the goals. And looking at the youngest guy in the squad, it's Ordonez, 22 years old. Joel Ordonez plays for Club Brugge. He's one of the centre backs. But he can score as well. He's seen 3 goals, no assists in his 30 starts and 33 matches played in the Belgian Pro League, 2,668 minutes. He's received 2 red cards and 4 yellow cards. Clubs he's played for was Independiente del Valle for a couple of months, Club Brugge NXT, and then Club Brugge since August 2022, where he's registered 128 appearances and 7 goals. As the national team, he's been with them since March 2023, appearing 18 times, but yet to score for the national team. So, could we be seeing him in action? I don't know. But yeah, this game is going to be 30 degrees in Philadelphia for this game, with a capacity of 69,879 in the Philadelphia Stadium. Of course, they have to rename all the stadiums during this. But yeah, we've come off the back of a 2-2 draw. Netherlands and Japan. What a game it was. Van Dijk made it 1-0 in the 50th minute. Nakamura levelled in the 57th minute. Somerville then put Netherlands ahead in the 64th minute. Of course, 11 days ago, he made his international debut for Netherlands, and that was meant to be the winner. But Canada scored in the 89th minute, absolutely ends off a header. But the teams should be coming out now. They are. Good timing. Let's go. Yes, Ecuador playing England. That's how I remember Anna Valencia. So we're on until 2:15, and then I believe the 3 a.m. game, which I won't be streaming, but might watch if I'm not absolutely sure. Sweden versus Tunisia. National anthem time of Cote d'Ivoire. Will this game kick off on time? We're going to find out. We've got 4 minutes, so probably not. So yeah, this one's on BBC, and then I think the next game is on ITV. Should we have a look? Yeah, Michael Oliver, English referee in action. And then at the Monterrey Stadium, yes, on ITV, is Yal Falcon Perez, Sweden versus Tunisia. Just talking about that, 68% think Sweden win, 13% Tunisia, 19% draw. Sweden haven't kept a clean sheet in 11 matches. They scored 6 goals in their last 2 World Cup qualifiers against Poland and Ukraine. And Sweden have conceded in 11 straight matches, offering Tunisia a chance to end their drought and not scoring. So yeah, for Tunisia in their last 5 games, Mali 1-1 draw, 1-0 win over Haiti, 0-0 draw with Canada, 1-0 loss to Austria, and a 5-0 loss to Belgium. So the last time they scored was in their 1-0 win against Haiti. As for Sweden, 1-1 draw with Slovenia, 3-1 win over Ukraine, 3-2 win over Poland, 3-1 defeat to Norway, and a 2-2 draw with Greece. Graham Potter's actually the head coach for that one. But yeah, Isak's going to be the main man. Gyökeres, of course. You've got Lindelof as well, but no major other side names. And as for Tunisia, no one really. Khedira. Yeah, that is going to be that. That's taking place in the Monterrey Stadium. That is a Mexico game. Yeah, could be big. Anyway, so table for this group, of course, this is the group of Germany. So one of these sides has to win by 7 games. Otherwise, Germany will be top. Yeah, that is probably right. It's probably going to be Germany top. Germany, Ecuador, Ivory Coast, Curacao. It looks like Michael Oliver as ref. He's joined by, I don't want to guess nationality. I'm going to say Mexican. Oh, oh yeah, Michael Oliver's injured, isn't he? So it won't be Michael Oliver, unfortunately. So it's a French referee. Jared Gillett is on VAR though, at least. I was thinking that didn't look like Michael Oliver. No Michael Oliver today. It is Francois Letexier, France, joined by Cyril Mugni, Mehdi Ramoni as well. So it's France and Tunisia. And then there in the VAR box is Jared Gillett of England, Willy Delajod, and Bram van der Drische. I mean, Jared Gillett isn't of England, he's of Australia, but he manages in the Premier League as a referee normally. So yeah, lineup for Cote d'Ivoire. Fofana in goal. Our back four: Conan, Agbadou, Singo, and Guella Due. In the back four. 4 in midfield is Van Diomande at left mid. Fofana at central midfield alongside Frank Kessié, captain, and Nicolas Pepe at right mid. And up top on their own, it's Toure and Wahi in a 4-4-2. And then Ecuador, Galindez in goal. Back three of Hincampié, Pacho, and Ordonez. Four in midfield from left to right is Vite, Moises Caicedo, Alan Franco, Alan Minda. And the three up top, left to right, is Verboa, Captain Enner Valencia at striker, and Gonzalo Plata on the right wing. And Sebastian Bechachete is head coach. Yeah, Caicedo should have been suspended. And if we're orange. Ecuador are starting this game. It's weird. Enner Valencia at striker wears 13 on his kit, but whatever he wants to do, I guess. Here we go. Underway in Philadelphia. It's Ecuador all the way. Enner Valencia back to Galindez in goal. For a kick upfield that is won by Cote d'Ivoire. Short pass there. Does just about make it through to an Ecuador man. He's going to charge up this left-hand side. And Doué can work out that. I've seen Campier running up that side. Oh, the letter for Cote d'Ivoire is Civ. I don't know if I did that. I did IVC. Of course it would be because Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah. Ecuador I got right though. ECU. Perfect. Good, good, good. Electronic care unit. I know ICU is intensive normally, but E is extensive. There you go. Extensive care unit. Yeah, so my prediction is a 2-1 in the direction of Ecuador, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way or even a draw. That's what I've said. I said it about the Netherlands game as well. There is the head coach, Sebastian Bechete. Yeah, he's out of his mind apparently. He looks furious already. I don't know why. Midnight 05. I'm going to take my watch off. Because it's warm. I'm sweating under it. Strike! Just wide there from Moises Caicedo. Yeah, it was just bending and bending wide. I would be disappointed if I was Caicedo there. Goal kick. Taken quickly, again, not by the goalkeeper. We saw this with Netherlands in the earlier game. It's kept being taken by the left centre back or passing it to the goalkeeper or doing it themselves. And Abasai Faye is the head coach of Ivory Coast. That's hoofed out by Fofana for a throw-in for Ecuador. That's good then. So their original head coach was sacked throughout their 2023 AFCON victory, and then the assistant coach had to step up. It's Valencia. Oh, foul. Yeah, Kessier problematic so far. Captain v captain there. That was just a bit of a foul. Francois Letexier not happy. Yeah. It's all the way back to the keeper, Galindez. Yeah, Valencia's doing whatever he wants. He's turning to Harry Kane here. Yeah, nearly sent him through down that left-hand side, but couldn't quite do so. Doué's just a bit too quick. He's gone out for a coach throw. He's gone out for a coast throw. Monday. No, that can't go through. It was a through ball attempt, but no can do. Again, Mendez hoops it upfield. Caicedo back to him, a good 1-2 there. Caicedo into the middle. Out on this left-hand side, and that pass is a little bit short. And Coach Joie can collect. Monday, number 11. Yeah, plays both sides. Plays for RB Leipzig. Linked to other European clubs, apparently. That is so tight. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just quickly lie on the bed, just stretch my back.
watching, he's hoping, praying that he doesn't find that top corner. But they're interchangeable in forward areas. Ecuador, they're always now switching from a central position out onto that right-hand side. That's an error by Capie. Diomande here for Ivory Coast. Second for Fana. Kona. Who is now with Besiktas rather than Wolves. He moved in the winter window. Capie toe to toe in. Huge respect though when Diomande gets on the ball, 2 and 3 players around him, making sure that they're trying to suffocate him as much as possible. Don't want him to get in a 1v1 situation and be able to open his legs up, use a bit of skill, trickery to get beyond the player. The way that do is ball into Hawaii. Kessie. Kona has controlled that. This is Yuboa. Again, it was judged and executed. Pepe. Diomande. Second for Fana shot. Drilled into a defender. Stroke that came on in. Pepe's back his own player. Diomande again, plenty forward here for Ivory Coast. The option of using Quelo do it and does. Forward ball. It's become across very quickly. Ecuador. There where that path kind of just drove with the long ball a little bit higher up the pitch and then allowed Valencia to get up to speed to find a decent enough run. It was well marshalled, but sharp closing down Ecuador. Kessie thinking about it. Goes wide instead and that almost crept in. Watchalongs is very much in the shadow of Yan Diomande in terms of rising stars, but he is a rising star. Pass or shot, it nearly crept in. Yeah, he just holds his position well, just says to the defender, well, if you're going to have to go narrow, it's going to create a little bit more space for me. That's a save. That's an outstanding save as well. The goalkeeper, Galinda, vitalist of touches. I think it's a cross, if I'm being completely honest. The whole team just tried to pass it into an area, and sometimes when the ball's moving across you, you try and hit it, almost slice it into an area, but good opportunity. From down the middle here, and this is trouble. Alan Mendes, Ecuador. Good challenge, Due. He's always in control of that situation. What's he do? Really good defender. It's an open game, isn't it? Lots of room. Kessie. Torre. Azumania broke out pretty quickly after he joined Hoffenheim. Second for Fana. Pepe, second for Fana. Diomande. Oh, it's a clever ball! But if Hawaii got a better contact on that, it might have been. Galinda's in the Ecuadorian goal. Now, we've all been waiting for that little bit of brilliance from Diomande. We just saw it there. Lovely little between the 2 feet, release the pass. It's zippy, isn't it? Pacey. It is, it's getting there. Things are ruining it for you, the viewer Steve, but the water break soon. I do mind they've got away from the Capie beautifully there. That's what he's good at, that's what he's going to do. He's going to mix his game up. We've seen him so often in this first half go inside. That was the little ball into Wani. Opportunity snatched at. He more time than he thought. Again, will have his first corner kick. Pepe was not part of the Ivory Coast squad for the Cup of Nations back end of this year and the start of this. But Pepe's going to take this corner kick. Sebastian, say that's some concern as Pepe delivers. He need that worry because it's headed away and Moises Caicedo has hurt himself. He has. Not that bad thing. This is something that we're going to see. The referee's clamping down. So when the player goes down and they suddenly jump back up to their feet, they're not bothered, they want them off the pitch. It's a bit of injury. And it was just like a little bit of an awkward fall from Moises Caicedo. Well, they're not happy about it. But Moises Caicedo, whose command of English is obviously not that bad, has to make his way off the pitch. All the tweaks which have been made have been designed to speed things up. Can only be a good thing, really, absolutely. Moises Caicedo has been sanctioned here for Teche deciding that he was over-egging something which wasn't really there. Kessie. 2 Monday. Due. Say the Ecuadorian manager is furious. He wants Caicedo back on. Asking the question, how long is he still out there on the touchline? Won't be able to come back up just yet because plays on that side. He's getting increasingly annoyed. Moises Caicedo. Now he's on. Due Monday. Oh, beautifully done. Kepe's got his hands full. It's a good run by William Pacho, and Wine took it away from him. Due. Well, we've seen it after 21 minutes, Stephen Warner. Piero Capri has had a brilliant season for Arsenal. But this could be a tricky evening for him. Yeah, it really could. Monday just started to grow in confidence. Valencia here. Just has to be careful. Slashed out with that tackle there. See it here. Singo. Just that elbow push. Singo wasn't overly happy with that. See William Pacho there just trying to calm his talisman down. Make sure that he stays on the pitch. Vitally important to Ecuador. I think Singo's done him a favour there, actually. They looked an awful lot in it. Yeboah knew that Ecuador was caught in possession. He couldn't really sort his feet out, and then saw it earlier on where he had that opportunity to get his shot away. It was just over the bar. This time he crashes it against the bar. The warning signs are there for the Ivory Coast. If you dwell on the ball, they're going to be on you. Well, it is the cooling break. Sailors still arguing with the referee. Don't forget you can scan the QR code on your screen now to play the BBC Sport World Cup prediction game. Make your predictions for tomorrow's matches now. We think it's late now. You can tune in on 5 Live or BBC Sounds at 3 a.m. for Sweden versus Tunisia. Tomorrow we've got Spain versus Cape Verde. That's 5 p.m. 5 Live for BBC Sounds. Belgium, Egypt on Monday 7:30. That's BBC One and the iPlayer. And Saudi Arabia and Uruguay Monday, the late one at 11 p.m. 5 Live and BBC Sounds. That's something for your bird, Stephen. Yeah, it is. I mean, that was the opportunity, and this is the one for Linda where he tries to get that shot away. But Yeboah, he's had a couple of opportunities since moving out onto that right-hand side. We've seen Plata go through the middle. They look lively up front. The Ivory Coast, they have, Ecuador when they got up against the Ivory Coast. But that was arguably the best opportunity of the game. This is the frustrating thing for me, though, Steve. 3-minute water break. I find it really frustrating. I find it if you're going to have a water break, take the managers out of it completely. They should be able to come on the pitch now, change the momentum, start to tactically change things. That's not what this is about. This is about making sure that the players are rehydrated, and I'm not sure they need 3 minutes to be able to do that, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah, it's not particularly hot. No, it's not at all. So, Ivory Coast, a little bit lucky to be on terms after that Yeboah shot hit the woodwork. When you look at their qualifying record, only 14 goals in those 18 games. This is Ecuador. I'm talking about 4 of them in one game actually against Bolivia, so only 14 in the other 30. Uh, they don't look like the side who struggle to create chances, do they? No, they don't. However, I would say that the Ivory Coast have afforded them a couple of opportunities. I know the opportunity that fell for him in Valencia, they wouldn't have counted had he gone in for the slip. Then you've got Ecuador there getting caught on the ball, so they're trying to make the best of the opportunities presented to them by the Ivory Coast. It's created sport of a little, great big sporting complex here with all the 3 big arenas cheeked by Jal. Stunning, isn't it, Steve? Absolutely incredible. I've been fortunate to be here. I've been here a few times now. I absolutely love the place. That is Citizens Bank Park over the Phillies. You can see over the top of that stand behind the goal, which Ivory Coast are defending. That's Torre going to ground, no foul. Moises Cassie. For the Chelsea man again. And it's a yellow card. Well, I was quite surprised that Kesse didn't get one very early on in the game for his challenge on Eddie Valencia, but there was no way Sekou Fofana wasn't getting a yellow card for this. I mean, that's a foul in the ice hockey stadium round the back, isn't it? Sure is. I mean, that is a real physical challenge. Luckily, Caicedo almost read the situation, but could cause a dead leg. It could cause you to miss the next game or with an injury. So he knows exactly what he's doing there, Fofana. He's just making sure that every time that Caicedo picks his head up now, he knows he's in and around him, but he runs the gauntlet, being on the yellow card. And a midnight fight with Pacho. Finished second in South American qualifying Ecuador, despite the fact that they started on -3 points for Caicedo spoke about that. It's a real team spirit, real unity. See that on the pitch. Yeah, never played actually, Sebastian. Like I say, said at any great level anyway. Mid now, that's a decent ball for the back post. Well held by Yahya Fofana. Second Fofana's dispossessed by Caicedo. Header Valencia around the corner. Plata. Caicedo. Clever ball there. And it's on the bar again. Alexander. It's almost the same bit of Woodrow. Caicedo. Yeboah. Caicedo. Can he wriggle through? He can't. Agbadou is in the way. Great passage of play this for Ecuador. And that's sliced wide by Yeboah. But twice now. They've absolutely thumped Fofana's crossbar. Yeah, it's beautiful play from Peter. Look at this for a ball. Lovely little drop of the shoulder from Minder. Gets in behind. Then he opens his body up and you think he just guide it into that far corner. It's a lovely passage of play from Ecuador. He opened the Ivory Coast up and it crossed the crossbar twice now. They should be ahead. But it is still 0-0 on the half hour. That's how 8 of their 18 qualifying games finished. Like him. I like Peter. Yeah. I really enjoy watching him. He's energetic, he's small, but he's tenacious in the tackle. He's got an eye for a pass and wants to get on the ball. Very brave. His little flick forward. Peter played in MLS with Vancouver Whitecaps before moving into Mexican football. Pacho. Then here's to Franco. Plata and Yeboah. It's on the Plata. There's no foul, says François Texier. Emmanuel Agbadou holding his ground on the edge of the penalty area, which he's entitled to do. I'd like to see it again. Just wonder whether the referee thinks that the covering player will get the ball and he just sort of collides with Agbadou. It's a lovely little piece of skill, over the hips. Diomande around the corner. Pepe trying to get it back into him, and Kake is there. Kessie, Pepe, Diomande, Kessie. Diomande. Kessie rolls into second Fofana, who curls it. Would probably have cleared 2.5 goals standing on top of one another. That's how his game is it. He's the enforcer in the midfield. Player who gets around the park and splits things up. Not his greatest effort, let's say. It's not the greatest header from doing. Valencia. He takes Franco. defence down and the opening ball is a long ball. Do better in forward areas, the two centre forwards for Ivory Coast. Give them an option. Piero Capia. Simon Plata. Inside the good ball by Camot. Monday. Foot race for the Capia, and he's got the pace to get away from the Capia. It's a great ball. What a super block that is. That's brilliant from Franco. That is absolutely outstanding defending. He knows now that the danger isn't the wide player, it's the player in the middle of the park. You can see his man there, 24. He leaves it because he knows he has to. He has to step in. What a challenge. Pepe would be brilliant. Pepe must have thought he was going to score. He can't believe it, can he? Absolutely. Where did he come from? That's probably what he's thinking. Well, he had all the time in the world in the middle of the penalty area. It's been a hugely enjoyable 35 minutes. They don't concede many Ecuador, and you can see why. You're going to defend like that, put your body on the line. One thing we'd say is, who opened the game up again? Diamande down this. We need a touchline in front of us. Whenever he runs, he can be he's got the legs on him, he's got the beating of him. He doesn't need skill, he just has his pace. William Pacho for Donetsk. In this downfield, chased again by Minder. Flicked in. It's a foul made of Valencia. Just keep my eye on Franco since he's made that challenge. He's limping a little bit. They just sent out a substitute. Ecuador down in front of us, so definitely one to keep our eye on. He's just twisted his ankle ever so slightly, sort of ramming his right foot into the ground, and it's a concern. Capia's cushion header. Pacho. Pushed by Jue. To Backman and Minder. Pacho just waved again now. Franco just waved to the bench and made the signal. Just a little pass, and you can see him again. He's just really struggling. Right ankle, right foot. It's a real shame if they do lose him because he's been so energetic and good performer so far for Ecuador. William Pacho. Pedro Vite. Just a touch on that.
we're back. Well, do it. I was asleep for none of it. I just couldn't be bothered to move. Okay. So yeah, 5 minutes left of this first half. Throw in there for Ivory. minutes added on at the half-time interval. Corner here in the dying moments for Ivory Coast. Just over the top there, that's really unfortunate. Oh, here we go. Goal before the half time. Come on. Blocked. Oh, and it hit Wahi, his teammate.
Expensive mistakes, but he's still got a lot about him. He has, certainly has. He's rebuilt his career at Villarreal. He's extremely well there. I think he's that prolific.
Free kick there. Well, 49 minutes has gone. So this kick should be last of the game of the half. Yeah, there's half time.
Really entertaining first 45 minutes to a close. Those who have examined Ecuador's defensive record suggested that this might finish 0-0, but I don't think they thought it would be 0-0 in quite the fashion it has been. It's been a really, really enjoyable game of football. Ecuador have hit the crossbar on 2 occasions, but it is Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast 0.
Yeah, Côte d'Ivoire now, Ecuador now. So yeah.
they were kind of figuring each other out, I'd say, for the first kind of 5-10 minutes, and then you saw Ecuador have this kind of passion design, a bit more intensity and aggression in their press, wanting to get on the ball.
It's a weird one.
And then I felt
0-0 at the break.
Ivory Coast were kind of holding off a little bit.
Second one to do so. Anyway, I'm not going to stream the second half. I'm really tired and I want to go to bed. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.